welcome. We are Blue Art, and to get us started before we do some magic of improv, we need a suggestion of something you cherished as a child.
My Elmo doll.
Elmo doll, thank you. Fuzzy,
Wuzzy.
fuzzy,
Wuzzy.
fuzzy, wuzzy.
A bear?
I don't care, cause he was fuzzy,
Wuzzy.
fuzzy,
Wuzzy.
fuzzy, wuzzy. A bear? I don't care. I don't care that you said mean things to me this afternoon, and I don't care that I said mean things to you this afternoon, and I don't care about how the fight ended. I just care that we love each other.
I still care a little bit
Of the fight?
of what you said. I think I was fine.
Well, I'm sorry for what I said. I was upset and I was mad, and none of it matters anymore.
Like, logically, I know you're right, but it's still, like...
I'm not asking you to forgive me or anything else. You get to feel how you want to feel.
Is that what you want when you say I'm sorry?
No, I don't want a response of thank you and then we push it on and then move on with our lives. I want you to feel and take the time that you need to feel the things that you need to feel. If you want to be mad at me for the rest of your life, you can be mad at me for the rest of your life.
Then what do you get out of apologizing?
I get to tell you how I feel. That's all I can do is me. I can't tell you how to feel. I don't know what you're thinking. I can't figure that out unless you tell me. The only thing that I can do is say, this is how I feel. And it doesn't matter that we fought today. It's over for me. And it was stupid of me. It was stupid that we did it.
I know I'm gonna let it go at some point, and every time I try to, I clench up. So it's gonna change if I let it go.
Nothing's gonna change. The only thing that changes is that pet store that we burned down is still burned down to the ground.
You're right.
We needed that insurance money, and that was the way to go.
You're right.
That was
You're right.
No, it's not about...
You are right, though. You are right. I want to live in that because this is the reality, and it happened, and we're here now. I'm gonna be where my feet are. You know?
Be just present in this moment with me?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I think this cat still has charred skin. You wanna pet it?
It's like a lizard.
I'm glad that we had this talk. Because I care about you.
No one burns places down better than us.
I burnt it down so that we could have the money to buy a Hardee's.
I love Hardee's! Can you believe that we got to see the real wax figure of the Queen?
Becky, that place was so creepy.
What?
Becky, they were like alive. They looked alive. Every one of those wax figures was staring right into my soul.
That's the point. They're like Horcruxes, except not, because
But those are scary too.
No, it's poetry. The fact that you can split your soul into little pieces and exist elsewhere, like...
It's not poetry. I had to go to the bathroom because I pissed myself a little bit. And then I had to go clean up with paper towels, and it was very embarrassing. And it scared me.
Toilet paper would have been so much softer.
I know, but they had wax figures in the bathroom too. I went to use one stall, and there was just one sitting there like this.
Was that... What? Okay. Was that real, though?
That was real! You imagine, you open the door, and you're just like, and then it's just like...
Why was he all jerk?
I don't know! It was scary.
What if that was a person? What if that was a real person?
You if I opened the door and there was a real person just sitting here like this?
Yes! What if you needed help?
Well,
This isn't a natural toilet bowl.
well, I'm sorry, if you need help, usually you're like this. But he was like this.
You gotta stop making stuff up for attention. We just had a nice day.
Why don't you believe me?
Because it doesn't make sense.
What doesn't make sense? That I was scared?
Of nothing. How can you be scared
Of nothing?
fake?
It's not fake. It was physically there. I looked at it. It looked back at me. It saw me. My insecurities, my fear, my inability to sleep, and insomnia.
I don't see what the museum. Are you using this as a vehicle for us to discuss your actual issues?
I'm not using this as a vehicle. I physically was scared because I saw this.
No, you didn't. That doesn't. What would they get out of that? Why would they put their resources into go to the toilet model?
I'm not a museum curator. If I was a museum curator, I wouldn't put a wax figure in the toilet looking like this. If I was a museum curator, I would spend most of my time worrying about those little plaques, the things that I love to read, the little paragraphs, little histories and tidbits that people don't know.
What would your paragraph be?
My paragraph...
Your honest paragraph.
About me?
Yes.
If you're telling me if I was a wax figure, what would I write for my own paragraph?
Yes.
If I was a wax figure, what I would write for my own paragraph is, here is George. George loved stuffed toys. His favorite stuffed toy was Lumpy. It was a blue hippopotamus, and he once threw up on it. He had to stop sleeping with it because it went through the wash too many times and fell apart. Placed it with root beer. Root beer was a bear.
And one day he got really sad at school and got in trouble and decided that was his identity. That's a good one.
Thanks, Rebecca.
You're really good at throwing. You're really good at skipping stones.
Thanks, Rebecca. You're really good at observing me.
Thanks.
Do you have to follow me everywhere I go?
Well, I can't observe you if I'm not with you.
Sure you can. Plenty of observations that you can make.
We're not real time. Not literal. I just want to see what you're doing all the time. I don't want
I
to.
mean, time exists in both space and in time, so one is not necessarily dependent upon another. Time still exists whether you're present with me in the same field or not.
Obviously.
I mean, if I travel in time, I have to travel in space. That's the necessity of conventions of time, space.
They're not dependent on each other at the same simultaneously though. If I'm not here, how do I know you're here?
Because because of time and space. Both of them exist simultaneously, and without one, there is not another.
Then you're gonna forget about me.
I'll never forget about you. Think about this. If I take this stone and I skip it across the surface 4 times and then it drops down to the bottom, you can still observe all the after effects of that stone skipping 4 times on the surface. Creates small little ripples and waves. But you can't see the stone anymore.
And then the stone falls to the bottom of the lake and you pick up the next one.
I'll gladly be that stone on the bottom of the lake. I just want you to observe my ripples. Stop focusing so much on the stone and think about all the changes and the after effects of my existence within the time and space universe. Just like you. I knew exactly your ripples today. Today you had an egg and cheese sandwich on an onion bagel that was toasted. The bottom half was toasted a little bit lighter than the top half. And it caused your boyfriend to go and buy you a bunch of spinach for later. That ripple of him buying spinach means that he went to the store and he saw something that he knew he loved you, and that was almond milk. Almond milk is how you had your first date. The reason I know that is because I went to the store and there was an empty space where almond milk used to be.
Could that have been anyone?
Could it have?
Probably was. In a different time, in a different space.
That's what I'm saying. You don't have to observe me directly. By looking straight at me, you miss all the ripples. Do you want to look at one thing and have your narrow-minded focus, or do you want to have this wide view of the lake and see everyone's ripples? Every single person I'm throwing is a stone. Every single one of these stones is a person. They create many different ripples. If I throw a tiny stone and a big stone, an old stone and a new stone together, those stones may never hit each other, but their ripples will. Hey Jackie.
Yeah, what's up?
Hey Jackie, I put the flag up because it's Memorial Day.
Oh, that's such a good flag. It's such a good holiday.
It took me 3 days if I put it up before Memorial Day. That's important to me.
That's really the vision of this company and this family.
I used 3/4 of an inch screw, and I twisted it and I turned it, and that pole's not going to come down no matter how much the wind. Hey Jackie.
Yeah.
That flag, I put that flag up. It represents Memorial Day for all those people that you're supposed to remember.
You did really good.
Yeah. Well, I got a list of things to do. It says put the flag up on the flagpole, and then it says wash the front window, and the last thing on my list, last thing right here, it says that I need to go and take the garbage out of the bathrooms and replace the trash bags.
I just want you to know that we really value you here. I know that you do a lot of stuff, and sometimes people won't tell you, but it's Memorial Day, and I want you to know that I'm remembering you right now.
Whoa, Jackie, I only got one on the list. I still got 2 and 3 to do.
I know. I was thinking.
Are you all right, Jackie? You seem a little flustered. Like you can't breathe. Do you need to take a seat? Do you want a glass of water?
No. Just like everyone's just gonna go away at some point.
Jackie, at 5 o'clock, everybody leaves this place.
Yeah, but then they go home and they come back.
That's right, 9 o'clock. That's our work days. 9 to 5. 9, 8, and then 10, and then 11, and 12. 12, we have a lunch break, and that's 45 minutes till 12:45, but then everybody comes back at 12:45, and we go to 1, and we go to 2, and then usually around 2:30, I take a coffee break. That's a little personal time for me.
And you deserve it.
Thank you, but it's just sometimes you need a little pick-me-up in the afternoon. Then we go to 3, and then we go to 4, and then right at the end, 5, everybody goes home. Everybody does it. Are you worried about going home, or are you worried about staying here?
I don't want to tell you.
Well, Jackie, I can't do anything. I can't add number 4 to my list unless you tell me.
It's like, there are ditches on the side of the road. What if I go into one of those? What if you go into one of those?
What if neither of us goes into one of those?
What if we both go into one of those?
Then that will be what happens. It's not, you can't avoid a ditch if you're in a ditch. But what you can do is dig yourself out of that ditch. You're not stuck in a ditch once you get into a ditch. That's the nature of a ditch.
I'm not talking literally about ditches. Just everything is so fleeting, and I like it, and I want it to not be fleeting.
Jackie, you're pacing back and forth. You don't have to think about the world in absolutes. That flag's gonna come down. It's the end of Memorial Day. But you know what? 4th of July's coming up. You know what happens on 4th of July? Put that flag back up. Yeah. Is it the same flag? Sure. Does it wave different? You bet it does. You know why? It had its time in the closet. Nobody needed it for a while. And then when people needed it, it goes right back up. It's the same way. You gotta go home, recharge your batteries, and you come back. At 9 o'clock, and then you go to 10 o'clock.
I know how the times go. Maybe it's less of going away and more of
A circle? Jackie, that's how things move.
a river,
Things rotate around over and over again.
the earth, the
The
moon.
river flows downstream, goes into the ocean, evaporates, becomes rain, flows down on top of a uphill, and then flows down into that river again. Everything works in cycles. When that rain's up in the sky, it's not a river. But when you need it to be a river, it's always there for you. Just like when you need that flag. It's always there for you.
Do you want to try writing our instruction manuals instead of being our?
I'll put that on my list on number 5. I've never spoken to anybody about my deep-seated issues with not being able to operate chopsticks properly, but it's becoming inherently a problem in life. So I thought I would come see you to get help. Dr. Boland, help me.
Use a fork.
Don't you even dare. Yes, I did pee myself because yes, I did see another wax dummy in the bathroom.
There are not wax dummies in the
Yes,
bathroom.
there is. There was a wax dummy in the bathroom. I went to the handicap stall this time because I thought it wasn't going to be a problem. There it was. There was a wax dummy.
Oh my God, they're not. People.
There can't be.
This museum is a business. What would they financially gain
There
out of?
can't be 2 people who look exactly the same in the same bathroom but on different levels. They didn't have any paper towels, so I had to go put up next to those hand dryer things and help dry off.
That's what you gotta
my sensitive
do.
areas. It was embarrassing and I'm scared. I don't want to come back here.
But it's like walking into a grocery store and being scared of food. You know that wax figures are here.
You can't bring that up. You know broccoli's dangerously scary.
If you steam it, it's fine.
No, because if broccoli's like this when it's not steamed, and it's like this when it's not steamed. Both of those are scary.
What? Who hurt you? Why are you so scared of everything?
I had to protect myself.
What happens if you don't?
Whoa! Do we just become ionically bonded because we're 2 individual molecules when one of us has a valence electron and one of us needs it?
That's exactly what happened.
You're my best friend now.
You're my only friend. I haven't bonded with anyone else.
Well,
My half-life is about to be up.
oh my gosh. Mine was about to be up too. Are you an isotope?
Yeah.
Wow, we complement each other so well.
This is perfect.
I feel like I'm going to be with you forever.
Forever is only 10 seconds.
9 seconds.
8.
I don't want to leave you. I don't want to go.
It's okay. You're literally moving in a circle right now. That's how everything is.
But you know what else? Matter can't be created or destroyed. It just changes form. I trust the universe once in a while that we'll expand and have an explosion, but that explosion will cause a chain reaction. And eventually, it may take an infinite number of years and universes together forming and destroying each other, but we'll find each other once more.
It always exists.
we should not have done the escape room. There's no wax dummies here, but I am definitely. There's just walls.
There's just walls. There's no way to get out.
There's supposed to be some puzzles or something we're supposed to complete. Why is it just walls?
Because you have to think about yourself.
Wait, are the walls getting closer together?
Yeah.
I don't want to think about myself. I don't want to think about problems. I don't want to go and admit the issues that I have. Oh no.
It's either that or we literally get crushed.
I'm not going to admit anything.
Do you want me to get crushed with you?
I don't want you to get crushed.
Then you gotta just look at yourself and say it. Say it! Say it! What are you scared of?
I'm afraid. I'm afraid. I'm afraid of losing myself. I'm afraid of changing.
You just did. You just did it. You just did it.
Just because I did something and it was powerful and meaningful doesn't mean I'm not afraid of it.
That's fine. They can exist at the same time.
Thank you. It's all that it's all I needed to know is whether I could do it. I think I can.
You did it. You're doing it right now. Every breath you take, you're doing it.
You know what else? I think I'm ready to go back to that museum. Thank you!